Recently took a trip to Chicago and wanted to share some footage from the zoo. So just stick around. So the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago, Illinois. It is located at 2001 North Clark Street. And this is a free zoo. It was completely free. It's a great place. We had a fantastic time. We're animal folks. I absolutely love going to zoos, different cities that we've traveled to. So I wanted to just kind of share with you some of the exhibits and different things that they have there. As I mentioned before, this is free to the public. Actually, every day. Every day. I know, like with the Bronx Zoo, it was only free on Wednesdays, but the Lincoln Park Zoo is free every day. This is one of, I think they have at least two other zoos there, if I'm remembering correctly. There are other zoos. But this was a fantastic experience. I thought a lot of times people think if something is free, then perhaps it's going to lack in some level of quality. I didn't find that to be the case. I will tell you that they are. Okay, so when we were there, this is important to note, we were right at the prefaces of Chicago opening back up fully, from some COVID restrictions. So as it relates to the actual zoo, it was still under some level of construction, and they were adding a lions, like a new lions exhibit. It was kind of right in the front. But for the most part, everything looked open. The restaurants were open. The weather was good. It was really, really nice. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you in the event that you are going to be in the Chicago area and think perhaps you want to go to the zoo. I will tell you this, and then I'm just going to kind of jump out. We did not rent a car this particular trip. We stayed in the financial district of Chicago within the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority Loop. That's the above ground transit train loop. And so we were able to utilize the transit system of Chicago to get around. And let me just say this. It wasn't the easiest. This is the first time for us. So the subways were a little confusing if we try to pair that with what we were seeing on Google Maps. Or really, I use Google and I use Apple, and it was both sort of confusing. In order to get to the zoo, what I would say is just kind of use your best judgment depending on where you're staying. But the transit does go there. The trains do not go there. They go relatively close within a few blocks, and then you will have to catch a bus. The best thing to do, from my standpoint, would be to ride the bus, no matter where you are in Chicago. Because when we left, it was much easier getting back to our hotel versus getting to the zoo. The buses, if you can get on Lake, Lake Michigan Avenue. If you can just get on that street, which is not far from the zoo, I think it's 2 blocks over. It runs all the way back into downtown assuming you're staying in town. But anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to let you know that there is transit options if you're there and you don't have a car.
That green is what they're known for.
Is this guy upside down? Oh, yeah, let's see anymore.
He's like, I'm busy. But don't look like there's nothing in there but dirt. I wonder what he's eating. He's thin.
The most exhilarating part of the zoo for us was this. It was the gorillas. They were very, very active. There was a lot of them. I don't know if I've ever been to a zoo when and there were these many gorillas that were actually out and playful. Fortunately for us, again, it wasn't very crowded at the zoo, and we were able to take our times in the observatory and the windows to see and participate and just watch them. During this time, they were being fed. There were babies, there were mamas, and then there were daddies. And there were two different pens. For some reason, well, not for some reason, they had some males in a different pen. And I guess it wasn't breeding season. And according to the curator, she indicated that the younger males wanted to get into the pen where some of the females were, but the females were too young, to mate or anything like that. So they separated them. So you could see in one pen, it was quite a different atmosphere, if you will, as opposed to the other pen. The males were pretty anxious to get over that side. So anyway, these guys were very active. It was a good experience, and they were beautiful, beautiful creatures. I've got my sometimes, I love going to the zoos, but if I think too hard on it, I don't really like to see animals in captivity. But I do like to appreciate the beauty of the animals. So I'm kind of caught in the middle. But yeah, so just enjoy. I'm not going to talk the whole way through the video, so just enjoy. If you decide to, you're going to be in Chicago and you want to go to the zoo, this is a great choice. And again, it is free.
Oh, carrots. Oh, yeah. It's snack time. Yes.
That's kind of a fun gig, man.
He's like, I'm gonna sit right here since that's where
Like
it's
they're
coming.
trying to throw to certain ones too. They do, Look, he's just saving some of his whole hand is full. That's amazing.
Oh, it's zucchini and lime.
Oh, is it zucchini? Not
Some of it's
oh,
zucchini.
oh gosh.
They don't have any milk or cheese.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right. I guess they must be vegan.
I thought it was carrots.
This is like, all right, come on with the rest.
That's a carrot. He's speaking.
You know what's going on?
Oh, yeah. That's why I said
This dude up here is huge. Oh my God. Yeah, if he hit you, he'll break. You ain't never gonna heal. Your bones will be shattered. And here's the thing. This is what people always talk about. I don't want to get into it, but all he eat is vegetables. Look at his eye. Look at his muscle. His back is like, if he hit you,
you can put his butt down.
man, man, actually.
He said, you want to take a picture? Take this picture.
He got good outside too. He saw it down in that grass. I don't think I've ever been this close to a gorilla before. This is really crazy. It's 4 of them. This dude is humongous.
More of the little eggs that freak you out.
3 in a row. That one in the back ain't doing his job.
He's like, never mind. Look at him. He's just getting in the way. Madagascar. What the what? Oh, golden silk
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Wow.
This kind of reminds me of the land at Epcot. The land.
Oh.
I'm gonna be so happy when I finally get back on that attraction. It's incredible.
Down in the back. No, it's from Move It, Move It. Oh.
Look at these over here digging plenty of dirt.
Look at that one down there.
Now, what do you got? You bring anything? lot of fish. I said, well, there are a lot of fish. Excuse us.
Animals.
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder if you go in there or
I said that's like me trying to reach something on the top fridge shelf. Yeah.
Oh, one's looking at us for mommy.
Look at those ears. I love. You know what? It's so funny because look, your ears to me look very much like this plant. You see how their ears are kind of similar?
He goes very slow down.
Yes, but they can go very fast. Don't let them fool you.